Hi, everybody. It's Wendy from Personally Yours by Wendy. Welcome in. If you are catching this part of the video, you are catching the replay, #replay. You'll know if there's a red live button in the corner, you're watching me live. If not, you're watching the replay. Let me know that you are here. I'm going to go over here and pull us up, share myself out, and then we're going to get started. We're going to have some fun tonight. Let's see. Where are we? It's coming. Who's here with me? Hi, Kathy. How are you? Can you hear me okay? Nope. Refresh. There we go. Hi, Ramona. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Let me fix my phone. Hi, Nina. How is everybody on this Friday night? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hi, Lambrina. How are you? Happy Friday, Mary. Okay, good. Thank you. Perfect. Let me plug my phone in. Hi, Misty. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Cheryl. I can see over here. Some are coming here, some are coming there. What's going on, guys? Hi. We're just going to wait a few minutes. Hi, Jill. Hi, Scylla. Tanya. Hi, Jenna. Hi, everybody. All right, welcome in. So we are going to be making, let me pull it off of here. We're going to be making this altered paintbrush. It's kind of fuzzy. I'm looking at myself on my second device. It's perfectly clear. Is it fuzzy for anybody else? Let me know if it's fuzzy for anybody else. All right. Hi, Zoom people. Guys, let me know if it's fuzzy for anybody else. It's fuzzy, Joyce? All right, hold on. Let me move my... Okay, hold on. Let's see if that helps. And let's see if I turn my Wi-Fi off, if it helps. Is that better? It's weird because I'm looking at myself on my tablet and it's perfectly clear. It's a bit cloudy, fuzzy, a little smoky, camera smudged, I think. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm going to cover you guys up. It's my front-facing camera, so let's see if that did it. Is that better? Did that do it? Good. Okay. Good. Do I need to do it again? Because I can. Hold on. You signed up for tonight. Let's see. I'm watching myself clean the lens. crazy. Is that good? Better? Okay, good. All right, good, 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 good. All right, so this is what we're making. It's an altered paintbrush. You can see the back paintbrush. I'm sure that you guys got the printable on my page. Hopefully you printed it out and fussy cut it so you can craft along with me. But we're going to start now with the paintbrush. Let me just put this back. We're going to start now with the paintbrush. I'm using a 3-inch. You can use a 2-inch, a 4-inch. You can use any paintbrush you have, an old one, a new one, whatever you have. I'm just using this. It's called a chip brush. My volume went down now. Oh, Lord, hold on. Can you hear me at all? Hold on. This is how it's going to go. Tell me if that's good. Good? You hear me? You hear me? Okay, you can see me, you can hear me. Okay, do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Hi, Susan. Okay, we're good. We can hear good, we can see good, everything is great. Perfect. Okay, so we have a chip brush. This is a 3-inch. You can tell it says 3 right there. So all the chip brushes will have how big they are right on them. Okay? Oh, but before we get started, I'm going to do a few giveaways. If you share this live out, I'm going to go through and see who shared, and then I'm going to do like 3 or 4 giveaways. Hi, Eliza. So I'm just putting that out there. If you want to share me out, then we're going to have a couple giveaways. I'd appreciate it. All right, so we're just going to use chalk paint. You can use gesso. Where's my gesso? You can use gesso, acrylic gesso. I do sometimes use gesso, but I figured that most people would have chalk paint, so we're going to use chalk paint. No, this one is not from Walmart. This one I got in a package from Amazon because I use quite a few of them, so I bought a whole bunch. You can also get them at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight has the best price to go into a store and buy one. So I'm just going to chalk paint. Just like this. The front, chalk paint dries very quickly if you've ever used it, so we're okay to paint the back. I'm going to lean it up against something. So if you're following along with me, use your chalk paint and paint your brush, and you're even going to paint the silver part. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Hi, AAA. You're even going to paint the silver part. It's going to need more than one coat. I'm going to get my dryer out in a minute, and then now you're going to go right on the bristles, and you're just going to go down. You don't want to go sideways, you just want to go down. You can leave, I like to leave some of the bristles without paint, so I'll do this. I'll hold it up in a second. Just like that. I like to see some of the bristles. What do you mean you tossed me out? I'm going to get my dryer. I'm good. How are you? Hi, Teresa. I'm going to get my dryer. Tell me if you can hear my dryer. You shouldn't be able to hear it very loudly because I have my AirPods on, but I'm not sure. Thanks. Thanks, Jill. I mean, I think you were talking to me, but I'm not sure. Like I said, chalk paint dries real quick. I'm going to do another coat. For those of you following along with me, go get your hair dryers so you can dry your paint. So now this doesn't really need another coat. I'll probably go over it lightly, but I definitely want to put another coat on the silver band and on my bristles. Now, if you want to paint your brush a different color, you paint your brush a different color. I just wanted to paint mine white. Because I'm going to be adding some ink to it and I'm going to stamp on it. I'm going to add a light coat up here just to make sure I'm covered on my sides. Okay, this is what it should look like. I still have some bristles without anything on it. This is the way I like it. You can paint the entire thing if you want to. I just like a little bit of the natural bristles sticking out. Okay, so let's dry that up. She is the best follower, isn't she? Hi, Caroline. Thank you. Hi, Mary. Okay, so for those of you following along, what we're going to do now is we're just going to turn it over. You can use whatever size paintbrush you want. I have used all different size paintbrushes. When we're done here, I'll show you. I've used 2s, 3s, 3 regular paintbrushes, not chip brushes. You can use whatever size you want. There is not any particular size you have to use. And I'm just going to go over the back. And now on the back, I'm going to run the paint down all the bristles just to give it a little stiffness. I'm just going to put some in the bottom, push it up, and that's it for the back. Unless you're displaying this somehow as a 360, you're not really going to see the back. I'm using a large roller because it... how I miss you. I know, No, I put it there on purpose because I want to be like Picasso. I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, you don't think it looks good, AAA? Come on. Come on, look at that. I'm going to start a new trend. I'll get it off in a minute. You can hear a lot. Can you hear it like loud? Michelle, can you hear my hairdryer, my heat gun loud? I don't know how you're going to get the stuff to fit on the roller, Marissa. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was going to be loud. Sorry. I didn't realize. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it's not loud. Sometimes it's loud. I have my AirPod in. It should cancel that noise out, but I guess not. Okay. Let's see. Where's the paint? Look. It's looking paint everywhere. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is not necessary. This is how I do mine. It is absolutely not necessary because you're not going to see most of this. You don't think my AirPods are connected? I think you're right. I don't think they are either. Now it's connected. Do I sound different? So I'm using heavy gesso. It's very thick. You do not need it. I just use it, and I've been using it on every one of my brushes. So in my mind, I feel like I need it, but this is fine because you're not going to see any of this, and that's where I'm putting it. Can you guys hear me now? So delayed. I sound the same to you? Still the same. Hey, sugar. All right, so we're going to use the heavy body. See how thick it is? It does not move. And I just want to put it a little bit here and a little bit here. And it's very thick. And like I said, you do not need this. I'm just used to using it, so I use it. The white chalk paint is just fine. Okay. We're done with the paint. Hi, Kim. Let me try the dryer again. All right, Kathy, come on. We're doing an experiment. You ready? You ready? Hi, Stephanie in the bathroom. I don't tell. Thanks, sugar. The gesso's just thick. I'm gonna be mad at myself for even putting it on, but I'm so used to doing it that I'm not changing the way I do it. Chalk paint is just fine. We're covering this all up. Could you hear the dryer still? Because I have to put it on again. I sound the same? All right, well, we're going to do this as fast as we can, and then this is the last part of the dryer that we need. Hi, Steph. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. So strange. I wonder why my noise cancellation isn't... Are you serious, Jill? Jill, are you serious? That's right, Mary, right? You guys are going to live. Okay, we're done. I'm dry enough, okay? Dry enough. That's what my paintbrush looks like. Yours probably looks the same, even if you didn't have gesso, because you don't need it. There are instances that you do need it. Where's the one I'm working on? I'll show it to you after. There are instances that you do need it, but this instant is not one of them. All right. Okay. We're going to put that away. So this one, I'm going to put here. I have one. Actually, we're just going to use this one. Now, also optional, but I want to do it. I'm going to use this stamp. If I can find it. I'm going to use the stamp. It's old. If any of you did paper crafting, this is a 7 Gypsy stamp. So you know how old it is just by me saying that. I'm just going to use one with some wording on it. You do not have to do this. You can decoupage your handle with a napkin. You can, hi Lauren. You can leave it plain like that, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. You do not have to use a stamp, but I want to use a stamp, so that's what I'm going to do. Any people who used to be paper crafters, I'm sure you have stamps in your stash. Grab whatever. We're not putting this on so we can read it. It's for purely decoration. I'm going to stamp some wording on the handle. And I'm going to stamp some wording right here. And maybe right there, which we're not going to see, but thanks, Regina. I made it when I went to the first Fake Bakers. Just cleaning off my stamp. I'm going to put it back. 7 Gypsies. Who remembers 7 Gypsies? Any paper crafters out there that used to paper craft and remember 7 Gypsies? I don't even think they're around anymore. You could 100% make this with whatever you have. And I'm going to show you. You know what? We're going to do 2 side by side. That one, we're not going to do any stamping on. Now, I'm going to let this ink dry for a minute. I'm going to go get some orange paint. I'm going to get some orange paint. I'm going to put a tiny bit of orange paint right there. I'm going to take some water. I'm going to wet it. I'm going to take a sponge. And we're just going to get a little bit, make sure it's wet, wet, wet. Pounce a lot off. And we're just going to go around the edges and a little bit like that. If it's too orange, all you have to do is grab some of your chalk. Wait, let me close this. Sorry, guys. Grab some of your chalk paint. Very little, tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And just go over, just like that. And that's what we have, okay? So that's that one. Do I need this again? No. for the one I'm doing, I'm going to use Distress ink. This is the color Spiced Marmalade. And my little dabber. Oh, Caroline, right? Spend a lot of money, but they're beautiful. Now I'm going to take my dabber, dauber, whatever you want to call it, and just same thing. I could do this with paint on here too. I'm just doing it 2 different ways. Truth is, you're not going to see any of this, but just in case a little bit peeks out, I want to do it. Okay, there we are. Are we good so far? People that are following along, how we doing? I'm like a craft wizard. I'm like something. Okay. How we doing? Do you need me to wait a second? We're dry. Let me pull this one over here. This is a different stamp on the handle. Okay. How we doing, people that are following along? You good? Well, do my comments stop, or is nobody answering? Cheryl, come on, you got this. I'm just putting the last bit of white paint on here before I put this paintbrush away. Marissa. All right, well, that's why it's a good thing there's replays, right? Okay, you're good. So now what we're going to do, we're going to decide on some of my brushes, I'll put a frame. I'm sure that you've seen me, there's a frame. I use all different kinds of frames. All of the frames that I've used on the ones that you've seen on my page are ones that I've purchased. This is no exception. This I got from Hobby Lobby in a 2-pack. So it was this one, it was gold, I painted it black, and this one. I left that one gold. So that was a 2-pack from Hobby Lobby. What we're going to do, before we glue anything down, before we do anything else, you want to lay it out to see where you need to lift some things up. Okay, where you need to lift some things up and where things need to be leveled out. So let me move this out of the way. Let me get my orange paint out of here. Oh, I forgot something, see? On occasion, sometimes, I like to put a piece of lace right here so that it will peek out from underneath. Okay, so it'll peek out underneath. I'm going to pick, I don't have much, this is all the lace I have. And I don't have much black that's thick. This is my thickest one. So I could use a white and ink it black, but I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 pieces. I'm going to use this cream one that's a little thicker. I'm going to put it right there. Let's see how this looks over it. So it comes down there. Yes, okay. Let me cut this. I'm going to cut both the same size. Now you cannot see the lace on this brush. It's all covered up. You can see it on the side and on the back, but you can't see it. So if you don't have it, do not worry. You do not have to use it. It's just something I like to do in case it peeks out. You can make sure that it peeks out, but I'm trying to show you a way to do it. I'm going to show you both ways. One that's more cost effective and you don't need as many supplies, that you probably have everything that you would need in your house right now. I'm going to take the first piece, I'm going to tack it right in the front, just a tiny bit, just like that. I'm going to flip it over. Tack it down back here. I didn't meet it in the center. If I was selling it, I would meet it all the way around. You're not going to see the back of it. So I'm okay with this. Okay, so there's my first piece. And now I'm going to do my second piece. I'm just going to line it up just like that. Again, I'm going to just tack it in the center. I'm going to bring it around the back, glue it down. Like that. And that's what it looks like. Okay. All right, so now we're going to lay our stuff out. Now you can use paper flowers, or you can use flowers that you buy like on a stem and just pull them off. Oh, thanks, Caroline. You can use flowers that you buy on a stem, like these. Any kind of flower. But for this one, I'm using paper flowers. And for my other Halloween one, not this one. This one has paper flowers. The other Halloween one I did, that has regular flowers that you buy like on a stem. I'm here for the Halloween too. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this out how I think that I want it. This is an old Prima flower. Old. I bought it from Shell on Whatnot. A lot of you probably know Shell, right? Oh, good. Did you talk to the dentist today? I tried to call you, but... Now I'm just going to lay this out and see how it is. I'm going to take my frame. I'm going to see where I want it. Which I want it right there. So I want this frame to be as level as possible. So I'm going to turn my flower just like that. I want this flower hanging off a little bit and up just like that. So now let's see. You're going to feel like if your frame feels like it's not being supported enough under there, what you're going to do is you're going to take your popsicle stick, cut it, I don't need to do this right now, but I'm showing you what to do. I'm just using my wire cutter and then split it. And then you'll have this little piece. And then you can put it underneath there, and that'll give you the lift you need. Okay? I do need this, however, on, where is she? There she is. On my little Wendy witch. So we're going to glue this right to the, oh, sorry, right to the back of her. Just like that. Hi, Tina. Lori, be careful what you ask for. It's a place where you go and shop. And it's very dangerous. But they have a lot of good stuff. I bought some beautiful fabric. I got a whole bunch of vintage Prima flowers. Trims and lace and, oh, you want to see the pins I got? Hold on, where's my little, look at that pin I got. A hedgehog. He was $1. Isn't he cute? We'll use him on something one day. So let's just see. Okay, so I know that I want the witch there. So we're going to just pick our pieces, okay? I'm going to try to make it as close to the one that I made already. We're going to change a few things. We have this October 31st. We're going to add it. I just want to see where everything's going to go before I glue everything down. I don't like that one. I gave you guys a bunch of options in the printables. There's bigger ones, smaller ones, so you can choose what you want. I have a whole pile cut out here. Okay, so we also have the cat with the candles and the cauldron. Hi, Carissa, how are you? What we're going to do with this, I know that I want this here. But before we do that, let's move this over. And I didn't do this before because you're never sure of what you're going to use, right? I'm going to use some Quick and Thick. And I'm just going to put the Quick and Thick where the bubbles are. I'm going to put it on pretty thick. Just like that. I'm going to show you how thick I put it on. That thick. And then I'm going to take these little beads, these iridescent ball beads. What are they called? Do you know how many times I've thought of this in the past couple of days and I can't ever remember the name of what they're called? Somebody put in the comments what they're called. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm happy that you're here. Jennifer. And then I'm just going to pour these into that glue. And give them a press. And I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. And then it'll look like the cauldron is bubbling for real. Okay, seed beads. Thank you. Well, they don't have a hole though. Aren't seed beads with a hole? They're just round little, there's a name. Caviar beads, thank you. They're caviar beads. That's what they are called. They do look like caviar. So I just put those on top of the cauldron. Like that. We're going to let that dry for a minute. We're going to continue laying out. So we have, we don't want that. I'm just going to go through my pieces. We're going to use that. We're going to use that. No, no. 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 Do we use that one? No. We're going to use, maybe. I want to use this one. We're definitely going to use the moon right here. And the object is to make it look at different levels. If you look, let's see if you can see. At the side of this, you can see that nothing is sitting at the same level. And when you look at it from the front, I'm sure that you can see that nothing is at the same level. It gives it a lot of dimension, which is what I like about it. If you sit everything at the same level, it's not going to look like that. Hi, Veronica. Yes. You know me and my Halloween. I love it. We have my bat that I made into a little vintage looking bat. Oh, we have our spell book. We have to use our spell book. We're going to use our spell book. I just want to see where I'm placing things before I glue anything down in case I need to add something underneath the flowers. We're going to use that there. Let's see, we have the cat. I need the ghost. Hold on. I got to pick these up with my tweezer. Yes, there's the ghost. Should be another ghost over here somewhere. So I give you a lot of options of what you can use. I have things facing right, things facing left, things that can fit underneath and behind. Excuse me, guys, I gotta pull my nose 1 second. Oh, this is the same thing that happened before. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Hold what up again? The first one? Sure. Right, Tammy? I love the dimension. Are you skipping ahead, Michelle? I'm sure you're trying to skip ahead. I'm sure that's what you're trying to do. Okay. Give a little bit of insight on how I figure out how I'm gonna put everything in, okay? You don't have to do it this way. You can just take it by the seat of your pants and just do it. But this is how I do it. We're going to take the cat, and he's going to go right under there. I'm trying to see how I sat him before. Yeah. Right under there, we're going to put a piece of popsicle stick underneath him. All right, so I know what I'm doing pretty much, except for the little pieces. So what I'm going to take everything off, place it over here, and now I'm going to glue my flowers. I'm going to glue one here and this one right, like this one has to stay like that because the frame has to sit on it like that. And I have to make sure that I'm even. So this one's going to go right here. And it's going on metal, so I'm going to use a little bit of quick and thick and hot glue. As it's going on the metal part of the paintbrush. Okay. We're going to take this one. How are we doing, guys? Everybody okay? The one I'm working on now. And we're going to go up. I'm going to tuck some of these petals underneath that flower. Move it up, and I'm going to glue this one the same. And this is a vintage Prima paper flower. You can use any flowers you want. Okay, now we're going to glue our frame. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Hi, Wendy Brown. We're going to glue our frame. I want it right here, right there, right there. And I'm going to hot glue it. I'm going to hold it up in a second. I'm just putting some more glue at the bottom. That's what it should look like right now. Wendy. Now we have our little Wendy witch. And I'm gonna push some of these. Nope, hold on. All right, I have to put some popsicle stick underneath because it's tilting, and I don't like that. So we're gonna put some popsicle stick underneath, right there. I'm going to use some Quick and Thick. A little hot glue. This would have been better if I did it when it was off, but I didn't, so here we are. There we go. Let me just hold it a second. And now I'm going to glue the wooden stick to the wooden stick. And hold it. Oh, I really have glue everywhere. Hold on. Glue and paint. Okay, are we good so far? Let's see. How do I see? I'm going to do a giveaway. I just got to figure out how I can see who shared. Somebody help me. Because I thought I could see it on here, but I can't on this tablet. Can I see here? All right, I'll have to figure that. I might have to go back after the live and do the giveaways. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, and that's not stuck. Gonna be stuck now. Thank you, ma'am. So if I go an arrow, I see numbers in little, I don't see any arrows, but I see numbers. A 1, a 2, a 2, a 2, no arrows. Oh, I see. It's a person with an arrow on here. I see. It's a person with an arrow. Okay, let's do it. I'm just going to go. I'm scrolling on my tablet, and we're going to pick the first person for a giveaway, okay? The first person that I come to with, okay, I'm not looking. I'm going to look in a second. Tina, my sweet treasures. Okay? You are going to get, you'll see when you get it. I have a few little different things I've given away. Yes, thank you. You want it, Tina. Let me write it down. Oh, let me get my Chubby Bunny pen. Priscilla sent me a Chubby Bunny pen. All right, sugar. All right. Tina Smith, number 1. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Now let's start. We're going to add our girl right here. She has the wood on the back. So I'm going to add Quick and Thick. Remember, if you share me out, I can't see if you shared unless it's on a public page. We're going to do a few more. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue here. And I want her right here. And that piece of wood. I just want to make sure it's grabbing. Okay, so that's our first part. Now we're going to do the cat next. And the cat's going to go a little bit underneath the frame, just like that. And I'm going to add this piece, this little piece of wood, to the bottom so he doesn't get squished. I want him to look as straight as possible. Just like that. Let's add some Quick and Thick. I'm going to hold it up in a second. And then we're just going to start building our layers. Let me just hold this so it dries. Now, make sure when you're doing this and you're putting your glue, make sure your hands are not wet. Because if you touch your wet hands to your printables that you printed on an inkjet printer, it will make them run. Okay? That's what we have so far. Hold on, looks a little crooked to me. And I have the cat slightly underneath the frame. I pushed its one ear underneath the frame. I know for sure I want the man in the moon up here. So I'm going to layer him into one of the flower petals like that. Okay? We're going to glue him in. I can glue him with some hot glue, paper on paper. And I'm going to put a little tiny glue on the tip of the moon and glue it down right here. Just like that. Okay, any questions? Thanks, Regina. Okay, so now, let's see what else we're going to do. We need a ghost. I'm going to put the ghost right here. We're going to tuck him there. So he's going to go there. I'm going to use some this is Precision Craft Glue. Barely Arts. This is like a glue that's great for paper crafts. I'm just putting glue at the bottom because I want to see where he goes first, and then I will glue the top. So I want him under here, just like that. A little bit of glue there. Let me just give him a touch. Okay, so see, he's sitting out just like that. Now we're going to go to our tag. I just want to ink the edges of this tag a little bit. If you do not have ink, you can take some brown paint, water it down, wipe your brush off a lot, and do the same thing with a paintbrush or a little paper towel. Do not saturate it. I'm just using whatever ink was left on my dabber. It's a paper glue. It's a good precision craft glue for paper crafting. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me just get this tag in here. I'm going to cut some of these little things off the top of my flower. So I can get this in here like that. Okay, hold on. Where's my pens? This is the picker-upper. Looks like me. And this is the pen. I wish I had some marshmallows. I'd do it for you right now. Who's in Facebook jail? No. Why? Okay, so I'm going to add the October 31st. I think I want to add it there. I'm going to add it there. Coming out the back there, we're going to use some glue in the back and in the front. Touch it so it secures. I can't stand this paint on my hands. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, we're going to take this potion. Oh, you got to stick, Missy. You got to stick. I'm going to take this potion bottle. This one. And do I have one with I think I used it. Nope. Yeah, I want this one. I'm going to use the smaller one inside my frame. Now, if your frame is bigger, you're going to want to put something a little bit bigger. And I'm going to tuck this potion right here in this flower. So I'm going to put glue. How am I going to show you this? I'm going to put the glue and then I'll show you where I put it. I put the glue, you see it in there? Right in there, because that's where I'm going to put this little potion. So here's the thing. You want it glued in, but you don't want it glued in and like pressed down and flat, and you want it to have a little bit of dimension. So it will pop up and give you a little bit of dimension. Let me hold it there for a second. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yes, they're on cardstock. I use 65-pound cardstock to print this. No, Tanya, that's not why. Don't say that. Is that why? No. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to go, I didn't re-ink it. I'm just going around a little bit. Like I said, if you didn't hear me before, a little bit of brown paint, add a little bit of water. Hi, Vay. Put your paintbrush in it. Wipe most of it off until it's almost dry, and then just go around. My little Wendy is not cooperating. That's going to go like that. So let's add some hot glue to here. Just like that. That's not why, Tanya, is it? Please don't say that. She's allowed to share my page. Why wouldn't she be allowed to share my page? That's silly. All right, we're going to take our spell book. Let's do, let me see. Let's do our spell book right here. Just like that. And as you build it, you'll see where you need things, right? And you just add. That's why I gave you so many choices with the printable. Okay, now we need a couple ghosts. We're going to need ghosts. I want a ghost over here. A ghost over here. And a potion bottle too. All right. So I'm just putting, let me see if I'm going to hold this up. Let me show you because it's hard to explain. See the petals of the flower? Most flowers have different levels of petals. For example, let me show you. This one, this is a regular flower. And this is a regular flower, like off a stem, not a paper flower. They also have levels, and you just are tucking things into them so that everything doesn't look one-dimensional. Thank you, Ramona. That makes me so happy. So what you're doing is you want to be at different levels. So I'm going to take, this needs something there, but I think we're going to put a different flower there. I'm going to take, yeah, we're going to put this little guy. Right here. So we just put the potion bottle in. We have the spell book. We have the ticket. Now we're just going to fill in. So let's see what else did I put on this one. Okay. Do we have another little ticket? Yeah. We have this little admit one ticket. I want to put it, what did I put up there? We're going to put that one right here. I'm going to cut some more of these little things off because they're in my way. We do not need them. And we're going to put the admit one ticket. I'm also going to just go around. I have not inked this again. I know I said that before. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this glue. If you don't have this glue, you can use tacky glue. You can use Quick and Thick. This bottle is old. I don't even think the bottle is the same color anymore. That's how old it is. I'm putting the admit one ticket. So it's got a little bit of lift. I don't want that there. Let's see what else we can put there. Oh. Nope. We'll have to put a flower there. We didn't get to the flowers yet, though. We'll get there soon. What do I put? Oh, what did I put under there? Oh, this, yes. Okay. All right, we're putting this, I'll show you. Let me glue it, and then I'll show you. We put the potion bottle down at the bottom. So you see how everything is like on a different level. It's got dimension. Any questions? I'm good, Andrea. Now what we're going to do, let's see, I definitely want to add another ghost. So let's find another little ghost. I have that one. I have this one with the pumpkin, which is super cute. Let's see how it looks down here. We go. I just am seeing where I want them. Okay. Hold on. Let me see which one looks better. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it up. Oh, no, maybe I want this one. See, it takes me a long time to decide. Yeah, I want this little ghost peeking out from behind the frame. I'm just putting some hot glue, turning it around so I can see where he's going to go. Pressing them on. And see, he's right behind her, peeking out. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to get some flowers. They have flowers like this. These are Prima. They have these flowers at Hobby Lobby. They're not Prima, but they're the same. And these just so happen to be the colors that I want to use. And we're just going to figure out where we want them. I know I want one here. What time is it, guys? Oh, only an hour? And we're just going to put these around. Hold on, I got to glue the center back in this one. Now, you can make clay pieces and use your clay pieces as part of the 3D image. You can always mix your paper with your clay, with whatever you want. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing here. Do what you like, do what you think looks good. I'm going to add maybe that. Maybe that. No. Yes, I'm going to add this burnt orange one down here underneath. Sticking it under the frame a little bit. Let's see what else I have that I want to use. Oh, I have these little white ones. These are from Hobby Lobby. You see me use these a lot. And I'm just going to go around and fill in. I'm going to lift up a leaf and put it underneath to give me some more dimension. I'm going to double it up over here with the black one. Hi, Dee. How are you? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's add a flower underneath here. Let me see if this one is going to look good. No. I'm just going underneath. I don't particularly like it. No, I'm not going to do it. Let's see. I like that. I don't like that. Don't like that. Oh, I know. I need a... Okay, see? As I'm doing it. Oh, no, what? Oh, Lord. What is going on? All right, I'm going to use one of these burnt orange ones inside the frame. I'll hold it up in a second. I put it inside the frame next to her. You see it? So here's where you just add things and see what you like. I'm just looking to see what I put in this other one, but I think we have everything. We do, except for one thing. So then I got some of these buttons. You use whatever embellishments you have. If you have something that you love, use it. I got these buttons from Hobby Lobby. There was 2 in a pack. And I'm going to push it. I'm just seeing where I want it. Maybe I won't use it here. No, but I'm going to use it in this right bottom corner. This is where your tweezers come in handy, because you can just hold your piece and move it around. Hi, ma'am. I'm sorry that you're in FB jail. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. So now we just have a piece of bling sticking out the bottom right there. Thank you, Caroline. Okay, so now this is where, oh my goodness, I just realized something. Oh my goodness. How did I just realize that? How did I just realize that? Wait a second. Okay. This paintbrush has a hole here. These two don't. So I guess all paintbrushes are not equal. They don't have a hole. I could drill a hole. I'm not going to. We're going to still put a tag on it. I just won't be able to hang it on my frame with that hook, which is fine. See? No hole. I just noticed it now, too. So this is what we have so far. What do you guys think? It's all in the details. That's right, Marissa. What do you guys think? Hi, Monica. All right, so now I have, you can use stickles for this. Okay, you can use stickles for this. I'm not trying to get you to buy something. I'm using it because I used it on that one and I had it. It's Glitterific glitter acrylic paint. It's stickles. I could drill one. I'm just going to take some of this on my brush and I'm going to paint it down here. You can definitely do this with stickles. I will tell you that this dries faster than stickles, which is why I'm using it here, because if I put stickles on here and then we try to touch it and I try to keep working with it, it's going to be not good. It's not going to be a good ending for me. I'm just putting a little bit, well, a little bit more than a little bit. It's sparkly just like stickles. We're going to use stickles on the paper pieces. And if you're going to make this, right, or you're making one similar, I would put, hold on, I'm just dragging it. I would do all my pieces that I knew I was going to use, put the stickles on, let it dry, and then put it in. Okay, that's what I would do. I would do all my pieces with the stickles, but you can also do it once it's on here, which is what I did on this. Like you can see, can you see like around the moon? He's all stickles. I just did that after everything was on here. Okay. So we don't need this anymore. Do we need this anymore? Yeah, I want a little bit over on the top of the brush. Yeah, top of the brush. I'm just going to add a little bit right here. A little bit over here. And like I said, this dries fast because they call it acrylic paint. So if I put stickles on here and then tried to handle this in 5 minutes, it would be all over the place. So if you have stickles, use stickles. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Oh, wait. Let me not finish. We're not done down here. So since this is wet and it's basically sticky like stickles, I'm just going to take a few little bats. These came in this mix from Play Code 3, but I'm sure one of our friends has, see all these little bats down here? Marissa, do you have these little bats? They look like this. And I'm just adding them to the bottom where I just put that glitter paint. However you like them. I'll hold it up for you in a second. Oh, good, Tina. Oh, wait, let me put these back in here. Oh, yeah. I used them on something recently. So, what did I use them on? Okay, I'm still going to show you the tag, even though we're going to have to, like, just glue the tag on and that's it. Let me let this dry for a second. Let's talk. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Jeff. Oh, you have them. All right. So if you're looking for these little, hold on, I'm going to hold it up again. Tiny, tiny, they're like black little bats. They're tiny, tiny. Marissa has them. Okay, what else? Am I forgetting anything? I'm not, right? So far, so good. Ouch. Okay, now's a good time while that's drying for me to tell you, when we're done with this live, I made you 4 background papers in case you want to frame your brush. Okay, now I have a magnet back here, and my magnets are not the right ones. I have the right ones coming tomorrow, but it's sort of holding. But once you put the right magnets behind the frame, and then I have a magnet hook, your brush should just hang. So you can hang it like that. See? So I made this paper. I'm going to post them on my page after this live. You can go grab them. They'll be in a separate post. So you can have that paper. I made this paper. I made this paper. And this one. Okay, so when we're done with the live, I will post those. You can go grab them. This is an 8x10 opening. If your brush is smaller and you want to get a smaller frame, you can just cut this down. You can also put these on your tier tray. They can just lean. If yours has a hole, you can hang it from something. So a bunch of mine have holes and a bunch don't. I don't know what the difference is and why some do and some don't. Let me see this one. Even my small ones do. I don't know why. My 3-inch ones do not. But my 4-inch, do my 4-inch ones have a hole? My 4-inch ones have a hole. My 2-inch ones have a hole. I don't know. These do not, but that's okay. Fear not. Okay, let's do another giveaway for somebody who shared out. Are we ready? I'm going to go like this. Okay, hold on. It's moving, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Not looking. Michelle Joseph. Michelle Joseph. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, number 2. All right, let me go back to now where my comments are, because this was all the way up there. You're backing yourself for fighting? I mean, if you want to get released for good behavior, you need to, you know, chill. So remember, we put that piece of wood back here. That's the only thing that would bother me, but I'm going to cover that with stickles. Do I want to do that yet? I'm going to. I'm going to get my black stickles right here. I'm just going to cover that piece so it's not so noticeable. Just like that. Now you can't see it. So we're going to cover that with the black stickles. I think we'll finish this with the stickles and then we'll move on to the tag. I think that's the best idea. Okay, so I just have some Twinkle, Glisten, and Grapefruit. The grapefruit's like that pale orange that we have on here. So I'm going to just go over some of the pieces. So I'm going to go over the pumpkin a little bit, just like this. So who's going to try it? Are you guys going to try it? I know some of you are making along with me. How are they coming? The people who are making it along with me, how's it going? Ladies in the Zoom group, how's it going? Coming out good? Okay, so I'm just putting some stickles on the pumpkin. I'm going to put a little bit on the edge of this flower where it's poking out. This needs something in the center. Bothering me. Not that though. I'll figure it out. I'm going to go around the moon. Do I want to do it with, where did I put? Right in front of me. I'm going to do it with gold. That's what I did on the other one. I like the way it looks. Oh, I can't wait. Make sure you tag me. Okay, I'm going to go around the moon with the gold stickles. Just the edge where I left for you to fussy cut. You're going to go around that with some gold stickles. Just like that. We're going to go around, we're going to put some on this cork, around the spell book. I'm going to put some on the candle flames, around the edge here, on the tag, on this potion bottle. So you're just going to go around and add stickles a little bit here and there. I'm going to add a little bit more to Wendy's pumpkin. And for those of you who don't know, this is actually made from a picture of me when I was a little girl. And I just made it into a witch. And let's put some stickles on the brim of the witch hat. Just like that. Some on these flowers down here. And when this dries, you know, if you use stickles, when it dries, it looks stunning. Stunning. Let's go here. Let's add a little bit right there and right there. Okay. So that's what it looks like. You can see the stickles is still wet, so once it dries, it gets even shinier. So let's make the tag that will go with it. I'm going to set it over here to dry. You guys are crazy. All right, so you can take any tag you... What's the matter, Zoe? Watch out, baby. You can take any tag you have. I just have these wood tags. You can use bigger tags, smaller tags, whatever goes. And we're going to paint it. So this is the one I did before. I painted it, I stamped it, and I just inked the edges. And then we're going to take... Do you need to see me do that, or are we good? Do you need me to do that? I painted it with oatmeal chalk paint. I put a stamp on it of a clock. And then I just inked the edges with this spice marmalade. That's it. That's all I did. Now we're gonna ink. She's scared of something. What's the matter, baby? I'm just inking the edges of the bat. Oops. And I want him sitting up, so we're going to cut 2 pieces. We're going to cut 2 pieces of the popsicle stick. And glue them together. Just like so. Glue this to the back of my bat. We're going to do him here. Let's get, should we do a black cat or a ghost? Black cat or a ghost, guys? I'll show you both. Here's what it would look like with the black cat and the bat. Or we have the bat and the ghost. This is my bat, Jamie. This is my bat. I changed him into a vintage bat, but this is my bat. If you look at it, you'll see. He's in the printable page. Cat, cat, cat. Everybody said cat. Cat it is. All right, so the cat, we're just going to put 1 piece of wood under him. So he's at a different level than the bat. Everybody likes the cat. I'm going to also ink his edges a little bit. Glue this back here. Oh, my hands are so dirty I can't take it. Oh, good. And then this is going to go here. Or do I want this here and this here? Yep. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to use a little bit of this glue and a little bit of hot glue. That's going to go there. Cat's going to go there. Let's stickles it. Actually, first let me put some, what's the matter, Zoe? It's raining out, so you know how that goes. I'm just going to use some of this, what is this? It's like a silky satin, no. I don't know what it's called. Just, it looks like this. It's like a dusty, it's like a dusty mauve. I like the contrast of it with all of this. I'm just going to push it through here with this tweezer. Now my tags don't have a big hole, so I'm just going to tie a knot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot and leave it, because my paintbrush, that particular paintbrush doesn't have a hole. I have to figure out what I want to do. I either have to drill a hole in the paintbrush, or I'm just going to tie a bow and glue this to the top, which is what I think I'll probably do. But that's what it looks like. We're going to add some stickles to it. And you can add some of that, this as well. You can add stickles. We're just going to add a little bit of this gold around the edges of the bat. Now I debated and debated and debated. Was I putting a gummy bear in here? If I did, it has to be hidden so you can't see it, because it doesn't go. So I left him out. Do you think I should put him in? You tell me. If he's in there, he's never going to be seen. He's just hidden. It's just for the, to know he's there. Let me go. I'm going to go around the cat with gold too, because I like the way it looks. So there you have it. You can definitely add clay flowers. If you make clay flowers in layers, like say you do a daisy, make them thin, add like 2 or 3 layers. This way you have places to tuck. That would be super cute. Hidden gummy bear it is. Okay. So this is what the tag looks like. Super cute. You can use this technique and just do tags. Just make sure everything's not at the same level. It gives it a lot of dimension. Okay, there has to be, you're right, there has to be a gummy bear. There has to be. I know. I was slacking a little bit, but I'm going to do it. Where are they? I just had them out. Come out and play, friends. Wait till you see how tiny these are. Wait until you see how tiny this gummy bear is. He's the size. Look at him against my nail. So he's going in. I had an orange one. I have to find the seller who I bought these from. They're so tiny. These are perfect for this, right? Just put them in. Oh, Desiree, you have to. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be, I would love it if you did. We're going to put them under here. Right there. I just stuck my finger in the stickles, if you didn't see that. All right, I put them underneath the flower at the bottom here. It's cute. It's cute, it's cute. And that's what we have. So then our tag, if I were to glue it, oh, stickles everywhere all over my desk. I'm going to have to re-stickles it. We could go like that. And I love the way that looks. Sorry, you can't see because I've got my hand in the way. So that tag is different. This is why. You need what gold stick? Oh, it's called Glisten. Glisten. All right, let's put this away. So this tag is different. This tag was just white chalk paint with the wording stamp, and then the orange around the edges, and a ghost, and the bat, and a flower. So you can do them any way you want, layer them. I don't know why that's coming off, but I'll have to figure that out. And that's what you have. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, do we have any questions? Let's see. Let me sit down. We'll talk, we'll have questions, we'll pick a couple more winners. I'll clean my hands, I'll clean my desk. That wasn't too bad, an hour and a half. I thought it was going to be longer. Let's get the stickles off the desk. Thank you. Thank you, Regina. All right, so if you guys make it, make sure you tag me. Make sure you get the printables. Like I said, I'm going to put the printable pages, background pages up when we get off this live. Let's pick another somebody who shared me out. Thanks, Scylla. Thank you, Jamie. Hi, Albert. I got most of the trims and laces. Well, I got some from Mel on Facebook, Mel's Crafty Corner, I think it is. And then, this chair won't go down. And then I got some on Whatnot. I don't want to be responsible for sending anybody to Whatnot. Okay, let's do another winner. I'm turning my head. I'm swiping my hand. I'm turning my... Oh, it's not moving. Hold on. There we go. Turning my head. Swiping my hand. Swiping my hand. First person I see. AAA. AAA. Where's my pen and paper? Okay. 3A. 3A. Number 3. Okay. Can you do it on a shell? I don't see why not. Are you telling me you don't have a paintbrush? There's so many things you could do. I was a paper crafter before I was any other kind of crafter. It was the first thing I did. I think a lot of us are like that. But think of the possibilities. The next one I do, I'm definitely going to do with some kind of clay. Hold on. What's the matter? I got to pick her up, guys. She's petrified of something. Stay here. It's okay. She had a bath today. She's very, very, very fluffy. There's so many things you can do. You can do it on a paintbrush. You can do it on a cutting board. You can do it on anything. Do you have any others to... I do. I do have others to share. Let me just calm her down for a minute. Say hi to my friends. She's a sweet girl. Oh, definitely an Easter one. I made the fairy one. I'll show you the ones I made. One of them, I'll show you, is going to go in a book, on a book vase, on one of the pages of a book vase. Okay. Go sit down. When I'm done, we will I'm getting all the ones I made. 1 second. So I made this fairy garden one. Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. So that's the fairy garden one. There's a little bee swing. So that's the fairy garden. And this is Sunshine on My Mind. And this is a 2-inch. Is this, where's, oh, that other one. Then I made one to match my lemon stuff. And this has clay. These are clay. The swirls up here are clay. And then the other Halloween one I did. And this is on a 3-inch regular paintbrush. So this one's very big. It's very heavy. Yeah, why not? You can do it on whatever you want. You could do it on whatever you want. Okay, let's pick one more winner. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you, Michelle. You like the lemon one? Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, I am going to pick one more winner. And then we're going to get off because I've been on here for almost 2 hours. No. Yeah, 2 hours. I'm a little delirious. Oh, good night, Scylla. Thank you again for my chubby bunny pens. What are you in love with, Marissa? Me? I love the fairy one too, Cheryl. I love the fairy one too. Thank you. Okay, let's do one more giveaway. I'm doing 4 giveaways. Plus the one that Kim Smith won because she guessed that the little witch is actually me when I was little. Okay, ready? Why is it moving? Okay, there it goes. There it goes. I'm going to go all the way up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm trying to find somebody who shared. Jennifer Scantlin. Okay. Number 4. If you could all, Tina Smith, Michelle Joseph, AAA, and Jennifer Scantlin, if you can please message me, just message me your address. That's all I need. Okay? Let me go back to where the comments are because they're all the way down here. Hello! How are you? I am so glad that you guys joined me. This is what we made. The tag, I'll put the tag on and take a picture of it once the stickles is dry because I'm getting stickles everywhere. Hold on, I can hold it like this. Okay. And then I'm going to post, I hope I don't forget. Somebody remind me. Scantlin, remind me to post the paper. Let me put these away. I'm going to show them to you again. Just make sure you size them correctly. I did them as an 8.5 by 11 download. For some reason, when I downloaded one of them, it wasn't. So just check that. And then, like I said, I'm going to put mine on this frame. I'm waiting for, the magnets aren't strong enough. I have magnets on the back of this piece of paper behind the glass. So it's catching and staying, but it's not as strong as I'd like. Because my thought was, if you did it this way and you didn't glue your brush down, then you can change the paper out and change your brush. So you didn't have to have a frame for every season if you wanted to make them for every season. So you'll get this paper. Now these colors all match the colors in the set. They're all the same colors. So they're this, like if you know anything about colors, they're the same RGB colors. So the colors in here are the same colors of the set. And so are these. So then this is like a cream and like a light orange. This is a floral. And this is a bigger stripe. So they'll be on my page in a little while. It'll just say download background papers here or something. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing me out. You could, it's on the glass. So thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. You could, Michelle. It's on the glass. So I don't know. I guess you could. With the ones without the hole, I may try that. We'll see. We'll see. I'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know myself. I'll figure it out. Or I'll buy a frame for everyone and just E6000 them on. You are welcome. 8x10. That's an 8x10 frame, but AAA just the print is an 8.5. It's on an 8.5 by 11. So if you get a 4x6 frame, you can just cut it down. Whatever size frame you want, you can put it in. Thank you, Shell. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's it. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you to everyone who came here and shared my page and came here and hung out with me while I crafted. I hope that I was articulate and you understand it. If you have any questions, please message me. This replay will be up for 30 days. It will also be on my YouTube channel. And that's it. I'm Wendy from Personally Yours by Wendy. I like to create things that make me smile, and hopefully they make you smile too. And I will see you very soon. I love you all. Bye.